Wendy here with VSI, another video in our series on things we no longer buy. This one is shampoo and conditioner. That's right, folks. It's been 15 years since I have washed my hair. It's not greasy, it's not dry. It's so nice and easy to take care of. Such a pleasure when I'm camping or traveling around Africa and I don't have to worry about carrying shampoo and conditioner with me. It's really nice. And not only do I like my hair better, I like the texture better, it has a little more body to it, but I'm also having the health benefits from it. One study that I had read well, I don't think it was a study, it was more of just somebody talking about the possibilities of, how it affects your thyroid. So you have shampoo that is stripping your hair, so now your body goes, oh no, it has to quickly try to replace those oils. And in the process, it overproduces and it starts to become greasy. And it becomes this cycle that you become dependent upon when God didn't design it that way. We're mammals. What bear in nature needs you to come out and shampoo its hair for it? I mean, he didn't design life to be so difficult. It's very simple. Most of these products, there's profits in mind. So think about how creative that person was. Let's create a product that nobody needs, but they will become forever dependent upon it. Yeah, that's a good product, isn't it? So to get off of that, it's so simple. You can clean your hair with other means that will not strip the oils and won't start that nasty cycle. And then you can just lengthen the amount of time in between each time you clean your hair. So if right now you're shampooing your hair every other day, well, you might start with this new routine every other day, but then try to move to every third day, and then every fourth day, and then, once a week, and keep stretching yourself farther and farther. I remember when I got to once every 6 months, then I thought, just forget about it. I don't need it anymore. And for now, it's been 15 years, and literally all I have to do is just give it a quick rinse. That's it. And I don't even really need to rinse it. I just feel better. Get some dirt out or something, I love just to go for a dip in the lake. I mean, it's just so simple to take care of yourself. So the first thing you can do is baking soda and vinegar rinse. And that's where you just get these little squeeze bottles. It can be leftover dish soap containers, your leftover natural dish soap or Dawn, whatever. I got these at the Dollar Tree, so they didn't cost much. They need to be about 8 to 12 inches. 8 to 12 ounces in volume. And you just label one baking soda, you label the other one vinegar, and then it might be backwards, you guys, but all you have to do is put a tablespoon of each in the bottles, fill it with hot tap water, and shake. And then when you first get in the shower and you get your hair nice and wet, you'll start with the baking soda bottle, and you'll just squeeze it, and you'll kind of scrub your scalp as you're going and really focus on the scalp as you're squeezing that onto your head. And then give it a real good rinse. Once you have it rinsed out well, then you take the vinegar bottle, and this time you're going to squirt it on your head, but you're going to focus on the ends and make sure the ends are nice and covered well, because vinegar is a softener and it'll act like the conditioner to help soften your hair. So the baking soda gets it clean, but then the vinegar will soften it and act as the conditioner. But it will not strip your oils, and you will not come back with greasy hair later. I mean, it'll be a process. So it's going to happen a little bit over time as you progress. Now there's another option that you can do, and this is actually very helpful when you get towards the end of your weaning off process. There's a product called soap nuts. This is what they look like. And they're actually, let's see, I've got another one here. This one's, well, no, I think it was the other one. Let me look. Must be this one. Oh yeah, this is it. So see how you can see how it's cracked open? So soap nuts aren't really a nut. It's the shell from the fruit of the shampoo tree. When we were in India, we saw those trees growing, big old trees. And I said, are those shampoo trees? They're like, yeah, how do you know that? But the reason they use these is because they contain naturally occurring sulfonins, which is a natural form of soap. A lot of people will buy these for laundry soap. Just 5 of these will do several loads of laundry. So they can be used, and you can use them, you can put them in like a drawstring bag like this to stick in the washing machine, or you can grind them into powder. If you grind them into powder, then you can make a tea out of them. So 1 teaspoon of this powder, put into a couple cups of water on the stove, and just bring it to a boil and let it steep or boil 3 to 5 minutes. That's fine. And then you can strain it and put that into a water bottle, into one of these bottles. So you would take your soap nut tea, put that in a squeeze bottle, and go in and take your shower and clean your hair that way. If you do it that way, you might find that you don't need the vinegar conditioner rinse. You might just be able to use soap nut tea all by itself and be able to get clean. And then towards the end, when you're almost weaned off, what I found really helpful was to just put the soap nuts right inside the squeeze bottle and then fill it up with hot water. You know, let it dry out after you're done taking your bath, and put the soap nuts out on a towel, let them dry. Then the next time you want to take a shower or do your hair, you can just put the soap nuts back into your bottle, fill it with hot water, and get in the shower. And that makes it really easy. They're also just dry, is super easy just to put inside your purse to take with you anytime you're traveling and you think you might need to get clean. You have an option where you can do that. Now, the only thing I'll say about soap nuts is soap nuts can be irritating to your eyes, or it can even cause your eyes to feel like they're burning. So if you do use the soap nuts, whether it's tea or putting the soap nuts in the bottle, make sure that you have your head back far and you avoid your eyes. You don't get contact with that. That's the only concern with the soap nuts. But other than that, they work great. And this is a weaning off process. So you get weaned, you don't need them anymore. You can go ahead and just rinse after that. So happy hair washing, and welcome to the freedom you have of one more thing you no longer need to buy. Let's get back to our Father's ways. They're awesome and they're never a burden. Bye for now.